to or welcome back to my channel. As y'all can tell by today's title and thumbnail, we're gonna be doing a college essentials video, things that you need to take with you to college. If this is your first year, you probably need this. I feel like as somebody who is going into their junior year of college, who has lived at the dorm, who has moved to off-campus apartments as well, who has had the different types of housing already, I feel like I'm very qualified for this video. So I decided to do this video because I was like, I feel like it's a couple things, like yes, it's some essentials that like I feel like everybody mentions, but I feel like there are some things that people kind of forget about. Just a little bit of advice of things that you probably should bring, or things that may help you. You may not need it, but it will be beneficial, and things that you just absolutely really don't need to worry about probably. So I'm gonna be telling y'all today what you actually need to bring to school, because I feel like some people say things and it's like, girl, you really don't need that for real. Or I feel like it's things that you need way more than you need whatever they're telling you. So yeah, I have a list on my phone, and I have like 4 categories, kind of, sort of. We have like dorm, and then we have clothing, and then we have like class, like things you probably should bring for actual class, and then miscellaneous, so just like random things that I thought about that I still think, you know, I probably should tell y'all about. Dorm is the biggest like section, because I feel like that's such a big thing when you move into college. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, first we're obviously gonna start with dorm stuff, because like I said, that's the biggest that's the biggest section. I want to go ahead and like get that whole thing out the way. So for dorms, number 1 thing I have is a mattress topper. Don't listen to anybody who tells you you do not need a mattress topper, because I promise you, unless your college just really got money like that, those mattresses are not comfortable. Like I remember for orientation at my school, you have to like, you stay a night, like it's not like a one-day thing. You stay a night and you wake up there the next day. And I slept in one of the dorms, and I didn't bring a mattress topper to orientation because I wasn't thinking about it, but I slept on that dorm bed, that mattress, and that was probably the most uncomfortable sleep I've ever gotten in my life. Like it was so uncomfortable. It's just so hard. There's no cushion in them, most of them at all. So I definitely recommend getting some type of mattress topper. I had one, it was like cloth, but it had like cushion inside of it, like fluffy like cushion in it, and it was really soft. It worked for me. It wasn't too expensive, but I know some people, they get like the actual memory foam ones, like it's literally a memory foam like platform thing that you put on top of your bed. I don't know, you know, you'll have to figure out which one you feel like will work better for you, but get one. Like get something, get some type of mattress topper, because girl, if you don't, when you get there and you sleep on it a few nights, you're gonna be like, I can't do this. Like I need to buy one now. Just go ahead and spend the money, go ahead and get one, because I'm telling you, those mattresses are not comfortable at all. Second thing I have on here, you need storage for your dorm room. Unless your dorm room just has like amazing storage space, you're probably going to need storage. Just get storage period, like storage containers, bins, whatever, but try to make sure they have some type of double function, or they're compact, or like you have somewhere to put them, whether that be under the bed. I know my dorm personally, we had drawers under our bed, so if I was one of those people who wanted to get big bins and stuff, because I went on the website and I looked at the floor plan and I looked at the pictures, I knew if I got all those bins, I wouldn't have nowhere to put them, because I didn't want to lift my bed, and I was like, they're just gonna be sitting somewhere in the room. So just make sure when you get storage, be mindful of what that storage looks like and where you're gonna put it in your room. And if you can, get storage that has some type of double function. And to go along with that, I know a lot of people in college who got storage rooms close to campus. If you know you just have a lot of stuff, like no matter how much storage you get, no matter how many little places you can put everything in your room, you know you're bringing a lot of stuff to school and you just have way too much stuff, get a storage room. Look into a storage room. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people who get storage rooms, and most of the time in college towns, they have like storage rooms somewhere close to campus, or at least in the city. Research your school and what your residential halls are like, because I know some of the suite style dorms, they had like little storage closets outside of their dorm. Like it was a separate room beside their room that was for extra storage. But me personally, I stayed in a traditional dorm, so I didn't have that. So just be mindful of things like that. And like I said, if you know you just got a whole bunch of stuff, ain't no shame in getting you a little storage room. That's something good to invest in. So yeah. Next thing I have on here, get a shower caddy. I know y'all probably hear these in a lot of college essential videos, but it's a reason why. They're very essential, especially if you have communal bathrooms. Get you like a handheld one that you can put all your stuff in and walk to the bathroom with. And then I stayed in the traditional, but we still had a shower caddy. Even though I shared a bathroom with just one person, we had the shower caddy that like hangs over your shower head. So we just like hung it over in the back, like stuck to the wall, and we put all our little soap and like body wash, whatever, in there. I know they have some that just stick to the wall by themselves. I would be careful with those. If you're gonna get some that just sticks to the wall, make sure it's a really good quality one, because I know some of the cheaper ones that supposedly stick to the wall in the shower, if they're really cheaply made, they just gonna fall off the wall, child. So be careful with that. But get some type of shower caddy, especially if you have communal bathrooms. But even if you don't have communal bathrooms, just get one. Like it's you're going to use it. You're going to use it. It's never gonna be one of them things you just buy and you don't use. This is along with the shower thing. Get shower shoes. It's a must if you have a communal bathroom. Like, get you some shower shoes, because go get you some little flip-flops from Walmart, boo. Please get you some shower shoes, because everybody not clean, and sharing a bathroom with a whole hall, with a whole floor, it's just please get shower shoes. There's so many germs and stuff everywhere. Just please get shower shoes. But even if you don't stay in a dorm that has communal bathrooms, like I said, I stayed in a traditional. I only shared the bathroom with one person, and the one person I shared the bathroom with was my best friend. So like, I knew her, I knew she was clean, but we both still had shower shoes. We had flip-flops to wear in the shower, because number one, y'all, if you think about it, there have been, unless you're living in a brand new dorm, which you're probably not, there have been hundreds of college students living in that room and taking showers. People do all types of stuff in the shower. Who knows what been on the shower floor. And don't get me wrong, they definitely do clean them, but like, when you think about the fact that for years and years, hundreds of other college students have been using the shower, just when you think about it like that, it makes you want to get shower shoes, because no matter how good they clean them, I can't get that thought out of my mind. So even though me and my roommate, we knew each other, we best friends, I knew she was clean. Like, it wasn't like I'm wearing shower shoes because I think she dirty. It was like we're both wearing shower shoes because we know we're not the only ones who have ever used this tub, you know what I mean? So shower shoes are a must, please. And another thing with the dorms, something I would recommend you get is a fan, like whether it's one that stands up or like one you can sit on a desk and turn on, because I know I've heard sometimes it's problems with AC in dorms, it's problem with air conditioning, sometimes it go out, woo the woo the woo. I would recommend getting you a fan. I got one, and sometimes, I don't know, I like going to sleep in the cold, so even now in my apartment, sometimes I just plug it up and turn it on because I just like the breeze. But yeah, I would recommend getting that as well. Cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies is a big one, because even though I feel like this is something that people kind of forget about until they get to the dorm. Like, your mama may have bought some cleaning supplies to like clean off the stuff, but like when she take her stuff back with her, you still need, like, because even if you have a communal bathroom, whatever, you don't have to clean your bathroom, but if you have hardwood floors, you're gonna get crumbs on the floor. You need a broom, some type of little, like maybe a like mini vacuum or something to get stuff up. If you have a carpet, you probably need a real like lightweight vacuum, duster. I didn't think we use our, because we got a duster my freshman year. I did not think we used the duster that much. Things get dusty, so like dusters, little things like that. And like I said, if you have a bathroom, you share it with somebody, you need something to clean the toilet with, clean the sink with, clean the shower with. You need cleaning things, even some Lysol wipes, Lysol spray for the bathroom, you know, like make sure, like, keep that in mind when you're going dorm shopping. Like, you don't just need decor, and like, yes, that's important, but like cleaning supplies, I feel like people usually get cleaning supplies, but that's something like you don't really think about until you get in the dorm. And then you moved in, and then stuff start getting dirty. You like, dang, I ain't got no Lysol. Dang, I ain't got no little toilet cleaner. Like, dang, I ain't got no disinfectant spray. You know what I mean? Like, so go ahead and like get those things before you get there. Next thing I would recommend getting, we had a water filter. I would recommend getting a water filter. Even if you trust the tap water in the city you in or whatever, I just would still say get it, because you have to think, in dorm buildings, again, the water is cycling. Like, the water is constantly being, yes, it's being cleaned, but it's being like cycled and reused all like throughout the building. So like, if you're gonna be drinking that water, unless you're somebody who just constantly buys water bottles, now, you know, if that's your vibe, then do that. But if you're somebody who don't like to buy so many water bottles, definitely get a invest in a water filter. Most dorms don't like when you like get stuff to screw on the faucets, so I would recommend Brita, just because that's the only one I've used, but you don't have to get a Brita specifically. A surge protector, get a surge protector, because if you like me, I be having my computer plugged up, my iPad plugged up, my Apple Pencil plugged up, my phone plugged up, my vanity mirror plugged up, my batteries charging. Like, I just be having so much stuff to charge. And if you like me and you have a lot of like electronics that you charge constantly, get a surge protector just to be safe. They're not that expensive. Just, you know, you'd rather be safe than sorry. So get you a surge protector. I had to change my battery. I hope the lighting didn't change that much, but yeah. Next thing on the list, get you a mini fridge and a microwave. Get both if your dorm doesn't come with it already. Personally, our dorm did come with a mini fridge and a microwave, and then the suite style dorms at my college, they have like suite style, they have like a whole like kitchenette thing, so they have a whole fridge, a whole microwave. So like, you know, but I know some schools, they don't give you if you have a traditional style, they don't give you a mini fridge, they don't give you a microwave, even though ours did. Make sure, like I said, a lot of this stuff has to do with you checking your school specifically, because some things you might buy thinking they don't have it and they might have it. So make sure you check your school's residential halls. But if your dorm doesn't come with a mini fridge or a microwave, go ahead and buy it. I know it's a little price, just go ahead and buy it, because you're going to use it. I know you like, oh well, I got a meal plan. I'm telling you, that meal plan, a lot of meal plans, they cover like little junk food meals, chicken finger fries, burger fries, chicken nugget fries. Like, they cover things like that. And like, I know you get $9, you can buy food, but you're not always gonna want, every time you want a snack, you're not gonna want to go buy a snack from the store on campus. Like, you're gonna want to keep you some cold juices, some cold water, some cold fruit, like things of that nature. So you're going to use it. And a microwave, girl, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you are not going to, most dorms have a kitchen somewhere in the dorm, whatever floor it's on, but it's usually only one. And I'm telling you, every time you want to warm up your ramen, every time you want to warm up your microwave meal, your frozen meal, you're not gonna want to go downstairs, go get on the elevator so you can go to the kitchen so you can warm it up. Like, just go ahead and get you a microwave. It ain't gotta be a expensive one. Just get you a microwave and a mini fridge, girl, because you're gonna use it, I promise. Okay, so that is all for like my dorm essentials I would recommend. Now moving on to clothes. It's not, like I said, all of these other 3 sections are like significantly smaller than the dorm section. Try not, if you can help it, try not to bring all of your clothes. Like, you don't need all of your clothes. You don't need all of your clothes. try to change them out by season if you can. Like when you come into college, you moving in the middle of August, I promise you don't need all your Uggs and your 3 puffers, and like you don't need it. Now it do start getting colder, like chilly around October, and then by the time you hit December, you finna go home anyway. But like you really need like a month's worth ish of like cooler clothes, because it will start getting cold first semester, and then obviously when you go home in the spring, change it out. But like you do not need to come August with your whole closet. You don't, because number one, it's probably just not even gonna be enough space for that, truthfully and honestly. So if you can, try to change out your clothes by season, like by semester. Next thing about clothes, do bring some professional clothes. You're going to wear them more than you think, especially if you're involved with certain things in certain organizations. If you plan to get involved, you will need more professional clothes than you think. And even if you don't plan to like be into everything, if you want to work, you're gonna have to go to a job interview. You might just have like little official things you want to do. A lot of times in college they offer headshots. You can take your professional headshots at school. So like you want a few, at least I would say bring 2 to 3 business casual outfits, 1 to 2 business professional outfits, and 1 to 2 like formal outfits. Like if you have to go somewhere like formal, like nice, and keep it at that. I don't think you need more than that, unless you just finna be like booked and busy or something. And then last thing for clothes, I really recommend getting a good pair of walking shoes. If you live in a walkable city already, or like, you know, whatever, if you live in a walkable city already, or you just like walk a lot in general, you already know, you already know what shoes are best for you. But especially me, somebody who lives in Birmingham, I don't live in a walkable city at all. Like if you're going somewhere, you're not walking, please invest and use some good comfortable walking shoes. I know a lot of people like On Clouds and like Hoka's, and it ain't even got to be stuff that expensive. Just do your research, and if you can, go in the store and like try on shoes and find you a good pair of walking shoes. Because I promise y'all, the first like month of school kicked my butt. Not even the classes, but walking to and from classes, like walking 10 to 20 minutes to every building, every class. I got 3 classes a day, then it was really kicking my butt. It was the walking that was kicking my butt. It wasn't even nothing else, it was the walking. So it's probably gonna kick your butt if you don't walk often, but at least get you a comfortable pair of shoes to make it a little better. Next thing for like actual class, or like I guess you could say academics wise, or like just actual classes, I really only have one thing on here. Get you a good laptop. I promise you cannot do college without a laptop. You will not succeed in college without a laptop. It's kind of impossible, because everything is online now. All of your courses, Blackboard, Canvas, some type of software you need probably on your computer to access it fully. You need a good laptop. If you don't already have one, I would recommend going ahead and getting one if you don't have it already. And I would not recommend getting a MacBook. I know the MacBook is gonna come for me, but hey, I personally have a Dell, and I know a lot of people like HP as well. But the only reason I say I wouldn't recommend MacBook is because actually a lot of my professors don't recommend people to get a MacBook. And especially, you can get away with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I know so many people with MacBooks in school, like you'll get away with it, you'll be fine, but it might be a little slightly more of a headache, especially if you are in engineering and computer science, coding, like things where you'll be using a lot of software and stuff. I wouldn't recommend getting a MacBook, only because the Safari is not compatible with a lot of softwares, and just the MacBook in general isn't compatible with a lot of softwares. So it can kind of be a headache having to like download different things, or trying to find a connector to get on this website to get this software. Like it just so yeah, but definitely get you a good laptop, because you can't do college without a laptop. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, last little random section. These are things that like you don't necessarily need, but under certain circumstances you probably want to get them. Number one, if you plan to go out if you plan to party, especially when it's hot outside, get you a portable fan. Get you a portable fan. I remember me and my friends, we all got to campus welcome week, we was partying, and really all like first semester we was partying, but we slowly, like after the first couple of parties, everybody slowly started ordering portable fans, because parties get really hot, clubs get really hot, house parties especially get really hot. If you know you want to be going out, you know you want to be outside, you know you want to be going out, going to parties, going wherever, clubbing, get you a portable fan. I promise you will thank yourself later, especially if you got a wig on, you got your little leave out. Just go ahead and buy it, girl. Go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and get it, because you're going to thank yourself later. And then the last thing I have on my list, which like I said, it's not really like a need, but like you probably will thank yourself later if you buy it now. A good water bottle. I didn't realize that until I started like going to and from classes, being on campus all day, and like I used to have like this plastic clear water bottle, and I used to walk out the house, my ice water in it. By the time I took my 15-minute walk to class and pulled my water bottle out of my bag, ice was melted, water was room temperature. Ice was melted, water was room temperature. I used to be so irritated, and that's how I ended up with 2 Stanleys now. Because you need a good water bottle, and if you like me, I'm a big water drinker. I do not play about my water. Like, I need my water intake every day, and I can't stand when my water won't even stay cold. Like, it annoys me. So get you a good water bottle. You're gonna need it. You don't need to get a Stanley, but like I like Stanley. Just, y'all know I have my couple Stanleys, so I would recommend Stanley. But I know a lot of people like Awala as well. Those are good water bottles. I know the girlies like the Hydro Flask too still, but you really don't need like a known brand or like a popular brand water bottle. As long as it's like preferably like metal on the inside and insulated, you should be good. But get you a good water bottle, because water and sleep, like I was saying with that mattress topper, you need to make sure you sleep good. You need to make sure you're drinking enough water. Get that mini fridge and microwave. You need to make sure you're eating. Those things will be very important in school while you are there. So yeah, that is the end of my college essentials list. I didn't make a whole list of every single thing you should get, but I will put a list on the screen. This is the checklist that me and my roommates had when we just moved into our off-campus apartment last year. So if y'all want to like look at this fully, like this full list, and I'm sure some things missing from there too, but this is like most of the things you will probably buy. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on the side of the screen. Y'all are welcome to take screenshots or whatever. But yes, that is the end of my college essentials video. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Back to school series has officially started, so the next 4 to 5 videos will be back to school centered. I'm very excited. I'm ready to go back to Tuscaloosa. I'm ready to get myself back in the groove of like going to school. Y'all know nursing school first semester starts for me this fall, so I'm very excited. So yeah, I hope my first years, y'all going to college, I hope y'all have an amazing freshman year. I hope y'all listen and y'all get some of the things on this list, because they will be very essential to you. And yeah, I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Mwah.